Okay, today we got good old Toasty, and this is Goku versus Naruto. Martial art only. Okay, we doing martial art only then. You know, I see if we're going martial art only, like I want to get. I don't know. I might get a Goku on this one though. I ain't gonna hold you. I might get a Goku in the back of my mind. I want to get a Naruto, but again, I don't know. It might be Goku for me though. I might go with Goku, but it's like I say in the back of my mind I want to say Naruto, but then again I could be wrong. So let me check this out. Let me check this out right here though.
If you're a Twitter guy or if you've just been on Twitter recently, you've probably seen the Goku versus Naruto.
I'm sorry, I really think it's cause Naruto, he pretty much ninja. That's how I see it. I'm looking as Naruto just as a ninja, and Goku as a mixed martial artist. So that's how I see it. Oh man, I think I gotta see
Who's
it.
a better martial artist or who would win straight hands type of tweets, where many people debate on who's the better hand-to-hand fighter, with people arguing it's Naruto due to him being a literal ninja, or Goku because he's a martial artist master, etc. This topic.
See, what I'm saying, like, cause Naruto is a ninja. I'm looking at that like he's a ninja. So I don't think he's gonna put up a fight. But I still believe Goku because he's a mixed martial artist. But again, I could be wrong now because some of the martial artists can get their butt kicked too now.
Has actually gotten a lot of heat recently, and rightfully so. Pretty interesting, even for me to talk about who would win if they were just as strong as a normal person in the real world. How much does their actual fighting prowess affect their opponents, and
Goku do nothing but loops.
Who is truly more skilled? This is probably worth noting since I'm sure a lot of people will still comment, but we aren't comparing Goku or Naruto's overall power and how one can blow up universes and the other can nuke a planet.
You can't tell them that, bro. They still it gonna be someone in the comment section gonna say something like that. I got a feeling they're gonna say something like that.
This is merely me talking about their fighting prowess and how skilled they are as fighters. Neither Goku nor Naruto will actually be given their powers, so nothing like Super Saiyan or Shadow clones. Unless you consider Ultra Instinct to be a technique, which in a way it kind of is, but we won't be considering it for the majority of the video, only for the parts where it's actually worth mentioning. One thing I really do want to make absolutely clear with this video is that Goku, especially when it comes to martial arts, is no amateur. Several people, when it comes to actually comprehending Dragon Ball, will always say things like, we'll take away his powers and he won't be as strong, or something along those lines, which in my opinion is very wrong. Dragon Ball, even from a narrative standpoint, is and has always been a series about fighting and martial arts. It's been the key component of the series since the very beginning. These absolute fodder characters that Goku is handling like it's his PE class are some of the best fighters on the planet, with the martial arts tournament literally being a worldwide event where any and all fighting styles are used on opponents, and Goku is manhandling them as a child. And obviously the skill gap does become pretty useless since later on, characters like Pan are obviously significantly stronger than humans on Earth, but for Kid Goku and OG, there really isn't any reason to assume he's just not that skilled. It isn't just Goku, by the way, it's obviously a thing for practically every Earthling on the
Are they sweating?
planet, which is also heavily emphasized in the Saiyan saga, where their skill gap is the only thing keeping them alive practically other than them waiting for Goku. And even characters like Master Roshi, who lives significantly longer than any average human, spend centuries learning and mastering martial arts techniques, which is heavily important when it comes to finding out just how skilled Goku truly is. In the original Dragon Ball series, it's clear that Goku has an exceptional ability to replicate techniques, such as the Kamehameha and Hashuken, after witnessing them just a single time. It's not only this, he spontaneously developed
That boy don't destroy that car.
his wild monkey fighting style while facing Jackie Chun. While Goku certainly demonstrates a mastery of martial arts techniques in his battles, it's challenging to gauge his proficiency in a real-world context due to the fictional nature of many martial arts depicted in the manga. For instance, his Janken Fist, Despite all that, there are instances where he employs real-world techniques like the 1-inch punch in the Resurrection F. Obviously, this adaptation isn't necessarily limited to just these techniques, which are just advanced martial arts anyway, as we literally see Goku keeping up with characters in the afterlife who've been training for hundreds or thousands or even tens of thousands of years. Even characters like Hit, a 1,000-year-old assassin from an entirely different universe, who can skip into the future, was still getting mopped and predicted by Goku, just through pure precision. Imagine you throw the most experienced...
Hey, bro, I don't know if y'all watch this, but this is golden. I don't know if y'all watch Hajima Ippa. I hope I said it right. This is my favorite anime show, like sport boxing. Like, what, high school? When I was in high school, bro, like, wait, I think I went either 9th grade or 10th grade, bro. I'll be on my laptop. When I get to the high, I'll be on my laptop watching this all day, bro. This right here, this is my joint. This is my, I love this. Is my favorite anime show, sport boxing. Woo, boy, I love this one, bro. Oh boy, it was so bad. I mean, like, bro, y'all just don't understand how much I love it right here. This is my favorite anime show right here, sport. Oh, Ippa, bro, I love this.
Fighter this is in our own world.
That right there,
against someone who can appear into any place into the future. They're probably not.
I just had to let that on out, bro. That's my favorite, bro. I love Ippa, bro.
Not going to be able to land a clean hit
whatever you call it
on their opponents ever. So saying or thinking Goku is just some average MMA fighter level opponent in terms of raw martial arts is pretty silly, especially when considering his tournament of power feats and how he was able to master Ultra Instinct, a technique that not even the gods of destruction could master in their 70 million years of living, a technique that had Whis, a being that is probably as old as the universes themselves actually, pretty stunned and proud that he was able to master it in such time. Keep in mind that this tournament only occurred over the span of almost 50 minutes, and he was able to achieve what martial arts gods couldn't in 70 million years, let alone the 46 minutes that Goku actually had to pull this off. And that's the kind of opponent Goku actually is. He isn't some ordinary fighter that you can train a few years to beat. You would need millions of years to prep, and even then it would most likely just get adapted in a few moments just through raw skill, to practically having auto-dodge via this Ultra Instinct if you consider it a martial arts technique to an extent. We see this dodging in this form is very much efficient with Kefla, someone who can literally one-shot this Goku, not being able to land a single hit on him, despite actually just being significantly stronger and fully capable of killing Goku. And that's only if she could land a single hit. However, due to the gap in just raw skill and Goku's utilizing his technique, she still loses. It's kind of the same thing with Jiren, where he's forced to use some of his actual power to counter Goku's punch in UI, despite literally blinking that power away when it was in the form of a Spirit Bomb. Goku's mere skill is enough to close gaps as large as him and Jiren at the start of the tournament, even if it's for a brief moment. Much like Goku, Naruto oftentimes doesn't get the respect he deserves when it comes to how skilled he actually is. He possesses remarkable skills and shows a significant amount of effort. Achieving the mastery of techniques like the Shadow Clone as an academy student is pretty impressive, especially considering that most Chunin are unable to accomplish such a feat. He managed to learn and perfect the Rasengan, an A-rank jutsu that only a few shinobi have ever been able to pull off, yet he was able to do it as a genin. Later on in the series, when he actually starts learning the Rasen Shuriken and nature transformation, he essentially condensed years of training into a single month.
They were my favorite episode right here, bro.
With the help of his shadow clones. Then, at a later stage, he's able to dedicate an undisclosed amount of time to training in order to master Sage Mode. Not only mastering the use of Sage Chakra, but actually achieving perfection as a Sage. Something that not even his sensei Jiraiya could actually do, despite Jiraiya training for decades on end. This is pretty similar to Master Roshi's feat of actually spending years on end to master the Kamehameha, although Jiraiya wasn't really training for as long as Roshi was, and they're pretty similar feats, so it's kind of worth mentioning, although Goku's feat really just is better. And these are pretty much all done without Kurama, and if anything, Kurama actually makes his reserves worse due to him being a Jinchuriki. And even when it comes to actually fighting beings who have millenniums worth of experience, we actually see that pretty clearly with the Mother of Chakra, Kaguya, a being that is over 1,000 years old, and is actually able to fight and gain the upper hand several times during their fight. And even in Boruto, we see Naruto and Sasuke fight Momoshiki at fatigued levels of power, and still have Momoshiki shook at just their pure hand-to-hand, as they literally pack him up multiple times during their fight. And even when fighting Madara, the ghost of the Uchiha clan, Naruto is able to fight and keep up with Madara, despite him using his limbo clones, which are stated to be impossible to perceive because of the limbo dimensions just being separate from reality. With the data book stating that Sage Chakra, or just Sage Mode in general, is a flawless taijutsu that has no openings, either in attack or defense. Taijutsu being hand-to-hand combat would just mean that Naruto's hand-to-hand combat would be flawless by the data book's definition. Obviously, flawless can't be used in every situation, but it is worth mentioning because, again, taijutsu is obviously hand-to-hand related. So looking at both stats, who would actually win? Naruto is fighting gods with thousands of years of experience, while Goku is fighting gods with tens of thousands to potentially millions of years of experience. I think it'd be pretty silly to say that Goku just doesn't come on top in terms of pure martial arts. I do think the fight would probably start off pretty evenly until Goku starts pulling out techniques that Naruto just doesn't know, techniques that Goku could simply adapt to in mere moments. They both are pretty concretely geniuses when it comes to condensing techniques and actually just learning them for that matter, but Goku just has better feats overall. I think it's safe to say that even someone like Goku is probably relative in skill or even more skilled than the Gods of Destruction, which is made pretty clear during the Tournament of Power, where even gods like Champa are actually just shook at the thought of Goku being able to fight two opponents at once via sheer fighting tuition, and obviously Goku mastering Ultra Instinct, which is something they couldn't master in their 70 million years of existence. Naruto's on par with beings who are thousands of years old, while Goku's on par with beings that are millions of years old. If you want to see more videos like this, or even just an equal stats version where I do think this fight does go way differently in terms of equal stats and not just martial arts, but I do think that equal stats Goku versus Naruto is pretty overdone, so I don't know if I will do that. But if you do want to see more martial arts only videos, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, comment down below as it does help the channel a lot. And if you did make it this far, comment Goku. And bye.
Comment Goku. And there you have it right there, man. Yeah, like I said, in the back of my mind, I still want to get the Naruto, but you know what I'm saying? Goku take the dub for that one. But you already know, man. Link up in the description, all that good stuff. Let's get to the next one, man. Let's check some more out.